What's up, y'all? Welcome back. I just got done working out and realized that I forgot to do my October budget, and October will be here in literally 2 days. I feel like I blinked. I just sat down to film September's budget, and now here we are at October. So I need to hurry up and get that done just so that I can see what I'm able to accomplish next month and how I can work my goals into my October budget, because I am sure if you have been here for quite some time, you know that things dang near change every single month with me. It just depends on how I'm feeling emotionally, and I say as long as my emotions are not hurting my financial situation, then it's totally fine. I can use emotions to motivate me to accomplish goals. So I am gonna go ahead and pull up my budget spreadsheet just so we can get started and see what we're working with for next month. All right, so we are in my financial dashboard. This was September's budget. I'm just gonna copy and paste this or duplicate it so that I can use it for October. This is my monthly overview, and if you're not new here, you know that I do budget or break down the monthly budget into paychecks. And so I have my monthly overview just so I can see everything in its entirety, but I also need to break it down per paycheck. I get paid twice a month most times, and then the side hustle income, it has its own tab, so that is separate as well. And I like doing this because obviously I'm getting paid at different times, and that makes it hard to know what income source needs to take care of what expense. And so I just like to break it down per paycheck so I know exactly what expenses I'm paying for from each paycheck. That way I'm not taking out too much from a paycheck and putting myself into the negative. So for October, let me change it to October. And a little quick tip, y'all, just so I can have a little bit of the year in review, I should have done this from the beginning of the year. I'm going to keep all of these tabs. Yes, it's like tab crazy, but I kind of like seeing everything like I said, in its entirety, and that's gonna be cool for me to go back and look at the year in review to see how my budgets were and what I was able to bring in and accomplish. So October monthly budget, salary is gonna stay the same. Salary is going to stay the same. And like I say all the time, like, y'all, if I did not have multiple sources of income, I would not be able to maintain my lifestyle. I would not be able to do half the stuff that I am doing. So I am very grateful that I do have that extra source of income or sources of income to pull in, because I would be up Shiite Creek, but I do know how it feels to not have any extra sources of income, because maybe you haven't tapped into your skills just yet. Maybe you feel like you don't have the time. Maybe you don't know exactly what you want to do, but you can still accomplish your financial goals. It's just going to be a lot harder and obviously a lot slower and a lot more stressful. But do not compare your journey to anyone like a stranger on the internet. Hello. So $3,400 is my salary, and then for my side hustle income, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed, hella disappointed, because it was supposed to be a lot more than what it is going to be for this specific source. It was supposed to be a lot more, and I just couldn't do it. I didn't have the time, and I really didn't have the willpower either. So I was kind of tired mentally, and so it's not as much as I thought it was going to be. But I planned it out in my head what I wanted to do with the money, and I got a bit bummed and discouraged because obviously if I don't have that money, I can't do what I wanted to do. But y'all, God is faithful, okay? I have a brand I've been working with, and they wanted to extend their contract with me for a third time. So I'm super excited. And I feel like my prayer where it was like, even though I'm tired and I am stretched for time because, you know, it's sports season, I have still been trying to show up and work my seed and find different ways to increase my income, and I feel like that was the push that I needed to continue doing that. So I do have that payment coming in, which is really, really going to help. So for the side hustle income, I have a guaranteed $2,800. And then for the brand payment, I kept it the same, $3,500. I believe that's what I got in, maybe that was August. Yes, so I did work for them in August, and now I am doing more work for them in October for the same amount, $3,500. And if you're someone that works with brands or you want to work with brands, to me, I'm not on the bandwagon of just try to squeeze every nickel and dime that you can. Price yourself reasonably, because the connections that you make are really going to be what takes you the furthest, in my opinion. So yeah, just a little tip on that. So we are looking at, what are we looking at for income? We're looking at $9,700, which I really think that's what I had to work with in August too. Oh, $8,200 in August. Okay, because the rest was just $1,300. Okay, just want to go back and see. So $9,700. Let's go in and see where this needs to go. For expenses, this is not really going to change, and all of these expenses go into my bills account. Bills account is a separate account specifically for my bills, so that it's not mixing and mingling with anything else. And I know that I have enough to pay my bills because I am not putting in or taking out anything besides bills. Like, they pay themselves on auto pay. It runs itself, and I don't have to do anything but go in and check from time to time. So rent and mortgage is still $825. That stays the same. For electricity, I'm excited. Y'all know I've been fist fighting when it comes to this air. It's still been a little warmer in here than I would like, but I did get the electricity bill down, or electric bill down, because it's been a lot cooler outside, so it can keep up a bit more. So my bill that I'm paying out is $164 in October, which is half, not half, but like $100 less than this amount. So $164 is some change. I'll put it at $165. Alarm system stays the same. That is $60 a month. My lawn service is $60 every 2 weeks, so $120 a month. Internet cable stays the same at $82. Water does go down. So it was $102 because my water heater burst and it was like raining in the house basically. Bruh. So that did increase my water bill last month. But for this month, it is $70.13. So I'm just going to make it $70, which is more on the regular side. When it comes to how much my water bill typically is, it's typically about like $85, but I'll take $70. I will not complain. Laundry, garbage, I don't have that. And I have mobile at $80, and then pest control at $44.50 a month, because they take it out every 2 months. That's like $90. For groceries, from my 9 to 5, I do budget $400. So $200 a paycheck, or $400 a month for groceries. I think I'm gonna leave it at $480 because this was a pretty comfortable amount for me. Last month I did not come over, so I do think that adding the extra $80 does help. I don't know, I think I'm gonna take it out, just make it 400, and then I can just add the rest to the buffer and just put it in my buffer account. And just in case I get some questions, my buffer account is just a separate account. I have a checking account with Ally that I use as my buffer. I just put extra funds in there, and that is just for me needing extra money. Like if I came over budget, now I only got $10 till payday, I can pull funds from that buffer account, and that keeps me from having to swipe my credit card. Which, update on the credit card, y'all, I am super excited. I did say on my community tab that my goal was to take my last credit card out of my wallet. I don't want to use it as a crutch anymore. And it was in there for, you know, just in case, for those emergencies. But I realized like that is a fear-based move, and I can do without the credit card. Like I've proven that I can do without the credit card. I don't need it, and I needed to stop relying on it. And so I took it out. All of my credit cards are locked up. All of my credit cards are locked up, and it's been about 3 weeks, y'all. It's been about 3 weeks. I won't lie, the first week I was stressed out. I don't know why. In my mind, I envisioned them saying like, sorry, your card's declined every time I went to, you know, purchase something. But God provides, honey. God provides. And I have had enough money to cover everything that we've needed, even those little expenses that have just kind of jumped out of the bushes on me. So I am good. I have no credit cards, not using them. They're locked away, and I really don't know when I get rid of my credit card debt if I will use them again. Probably will. I'll probably use them, like rotate one a month, making purchases so they don't close my account, because that will tank my credit score a bit if I lose those accounts that have been open for years. So yeah, proud of myself, really proud of myself. Just had to say that as a little update. So now we are on to health and fitness. For my fur baby's premium, she has insurance. This is not going to stay next year. It's $50 a month, or it might stay, I don't know. $50 a month. It's kind of up in the air right now. And gym is $55 a month. I was going to lower this, but I really think that I need to get back to the gym, because being in the house all the time is not really, it's not it. You can't meet people and socialize in the house by yourself. So I'm going to keep that and try to get back to the gym next month. Disney Plus is $12.03. Why does that say 3 cents? I don't know. We're going to take that out. $12, and then $10 for Apple insurance, $2 for data storage. That is all of my subscriptions. I don't believe that I have anything else as far as subscriptions. When it comes to debt, this is where I'm probably going to spend the most time. So my auto loan is $400. That's going to stay the same. Sadly, I can't make any extra payments to my auto loan right now, because obviously I have other things I need to get paid off. No personal loans, but I do have my last 2 credit cards to pay off. I think that I'm going to leave. Let me see how much we have in City Diamond, y'all. City Diamond, I have a remaining balance of $16.82. I really want to pay this off, only because the balance is one of my smallest balances when it comes to my debt balances, because this is my debt in its entirety right now, which I do need to update this because I made a payment and a payment has gone through. So let me see what we're working with. So this has changed to $1,857.59. This has not, this hasn't changed, unfortunately. It's gone up. $5,425.22. Hello, interest. Gotta love interest. But these two have not changed either. So as you can see, these are my 2 smallest ones. I do want to get this one knocked out because I really do need to get the student loans knocked out. But I think I probably need to snowball it when it comes to my motivation, because I'm really all over the place. And this just, it looks so daunting, even though like it's only $5,000 compared to other people's who are paying hundreds of thousands in student loan debt. It looks daunting to me. Okay, so I just don't even want to deal right now. So I think if I could get these two knocked out and just have these two left to deal with, I think that will make me feel like a lot better about everything. And this one, this is how my brain works. It's like, oh, if I can make a $200 payment, I'm not going to see that $3,000 anymore. It's going to be like, you know, $2,850 something, right? So that's how I stay motivated and try to keep myself from getting overwhelmed and discouraged. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to pay these off prayerfully this month. The house is acting right. She's acting right. And, you know, I feel like she's really going to act right for October. Knock on wood, nothing else is going to need to be repaired. So I will be able to make these payments. So City Diamond is $16.82. We're gonna make that as a payment. Regular City, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna make a $100 payment, but I'll come back to that. And then student loans, $18.57. And then I will see what I have to work with after I get through everything else. For personal funds, I budget $200 a paycheck, so $400 a month. That is a joke. $200 a paycheck. It is a joke. I am almost always over and having to pull from my buffer funds, so I do need to make sure that I have enough personal funds. And knowing October has Halloween, the kids are going to want to go out and get costumes, and I want to pass out candy this year. So I'm going to probably make this 500 for an extra. Nope, we're gonna make this 550. I need to make sure I am not disrupting anything else, so we're just gonna make that 550 right now. And let me see. All right, next we are at transportation. $200, so $100 a paycheck for gas. That's good. I'm gonna keep that the same. I put $60 back a month, so $30 a paycheck goes into a buffer account for like oil changes, just regular maintenance. That is going to stay the same, and insurance is $95 a month. For giving, I need to tithe. I'm not gonna tithe a whole 10% of things, God forgive me, but I am gonna tithe $250, and that we're just gonna make that work. That is it for giving. I don't think I have any birthdays or anything coming up, but I know I need to add Halloween candy. I don't know how much that costs, but I need to add something to that. For sports training, I have my daughter in private softball lessons, so her lessons are about $50, $45 for 30 minutes, and $80 something for an hour. I'll probably be right at around $100, including the rental of the batting cages. So we'll just leave it like that for right now. And then for the buffer account, we'll figure that out when we see what else we're going to do. Savings. All right, let's see. Savings. I need to I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put $30 in the custodial account. Roth IRA is going to have just $60 this month. I think I'm going to keep this the same in the $529. And I'm hoping that I can bulldoze through this debt so I can get back to my investments. But right now, that's just not a priority. Crazy as it sounds, that's not a priority for me right now. So let's figure out how much to put into savings. Okay, I did a little mock-up of each income source in my phone, so I have something to go off of. So I regularly put, like right now, $100 a paycheck, so just $200 a month for my 9 to 5. I think I'm going to add $800 to it to put it at $1,000. So we have $1,300, a little over $1,300 left to go that I need to plan out. Let's see, we still need our buffer, which gets about about $50 now that I'm paying pest control. So about $50 a paycheck, so $100 a month I know is going into my buffer from my 9 to 5. And then I want to add, obviously I need an extra amount to kind of pad everything. So let's do an extra $100, putting it at $200 right now. That puts us at $1,120, and I want to go back up to debts and see what else I can knock down, because I'm going to need to put something to my second student loan, the $5,000 balance. I'm thinking $300. I really would like to make it $500 to get it under the $5,000 balance. Let me see what it is right now, because we're at $5,425.22 as of today. That's probably going to change tomorrow. But you know what? It is what it is. So we will throw $300 at it, and if we get extra money, then we will throw extra money towards it. And then as far as my other city card, I'm probably just going to wind up putting an extra $100 towards it. And let that be that. So $100, and that would put us at $3,096. I really want to get that under $3,000 though. But let's see how much we have to work with now. $720.50. I'm really feeling like I'm missing something. Like I have way too much money left over. Okay, so I came back down to savings because I want to add more to savings. And just about $200 more to savings. So making that $1,200. Because my savings did take a little bit of a hit. And when I say little bit, it took a hit. After moving into the house and getting repairs. So $1,200 to savings. And I do need to pay back. Actually, I probably need to add more to it, because I had to pay off an Xfinity charge because I could not find my equipment to get back to them. So I owe them $138, or I paid $138 from the savings. So I need to put $138 back. So what is that? $1,338. So that is taken care of, and I'm gonna add more to my buffer. So make that $500, and now we just have $82.50 remaining. That needs to be put somewhere. Child, I'm not gonna sit here and try to figure out what to do with this. So I'm just gonna put it right now in buffer. I'm just gonna say 582.50 goes to the buffer, and then that zeroes it out. So basic overview of October is done. Now, is this set in stone? No. As I get into October and life starts lifing and I start going into the month, I will probably make some changes, but this at least gives me a general overview of how things are looking and what I'll be able to accomplish. So I will be able to pay off my city card, the lower balance city card, and I will be able to pay off one of my student loans. So that is going to leave me with just 2 debt balances. It's going to leave me with the last student loan and the last credit card. So I'm feeling pretty darn good, actually. I'm excited. I'm excited for October. I feel like October is going to be a really good month, and I am excited, like, cleaning up the mess that I have made, because I am humble enough to say that I have made a mess out of my finances a little bit. But I am extremely blessed that I have, you know, the funds to clean up my mess in the amount of time that I have been cleaning it up, if that makes sense. But I am going to go ahead and shower and get ready for my daughter's softball practice. I hope that you guys take the time to sit down and get your October budget together, get your goals together, see what you have to work with, what you can accomplish, and I will catch you guys in the next video.